All right, it's day 81, and we had quite a lot of events last night, so we'll see if I can remember everything. But we're hiking to Port Clinton, and our original goal was to stay in a church pavilion that's supposed to be for AT hikers that, you know, that's donation based to stay there. I think it's a suggested donation of $10. And that was our original goal. Towards the end of our slack pack, our 23.7 miles, we got dumped on with rain. Luckily, I think we all brought our rain gear with us because we knew there was a potential for rain. But the rain also made it super cold. And Danny and Bob made it to town first. And there was this dinky little old hotel with a restaurant attached to it. And Danny texts me, Burrito, and Sour Patch, I'm getting a room. I'm willing to split it if anyone wants to. And it was like an $80 room, 83 something. And I'm thinking about it, and I finally get to town, and I go in and sit down with Danny and Bob's like, I'm in for the split. And I'm like, okay, as long as it's like not gonna be super expensive, I'm like, I'll do it, I'm in. And then, well, Burrito and her mom had a hotel in Redding, so they were out of it. Good Soup said he didn't wanna stay, and then Sour Patch and Branch were thinking about it. Branch ultimately decided yes. So me, Danny, and Bob go up and check out the room, and it's tight in there. There's like one maybe queen bed, and then obviously Danny's like, I'm sleeping in the bed, but I don't want to share it with another dude. And like all the girls are like, what? Why not? And it's like dude code. So I like followed up. I'm like, yeah, I don't want to share a bed with him anyway. So I blow up my mattress on one side of the bed where only one other hair mattress could really fit. Then Good Soup decides, okay, I'm gonna stay. And Sour Patch decides she's gonna stay. So we had everyone in there like freaking sardines in this very small square room that was much smaller than the hotel we stayed at on our 0 day, and we had two separate rooms there. But ended up only being like a $14 split, which is pretty awesome. Then this morning, Branch left pretty early. She had to go to the post office in Port Clinton. Me and Danny Boy needed to go to Walmart, and he needed to go to the post office in Hamburg, which is about 10 minutes south of where we were at. So we hitched, and it took us about 10 to 15 minutes, maybe a few minutes longer, to get a ride. But we found a guy who was on his way to Walmart, and he was willing to wait for us to finish shopping and take us to the post office. So we did that. I think everyone else probably hit the trail around 9 after Burrito got dropped off. And so me and Danny hit Walmart. They did not have good running shorts. All they had were basketball shorts. I don't really like basketball shorts, especially to hike in. So I'm still sticking with my spare running shorts that I have until I find another good option. And then I have my butter shorts as a backup pair. Sorry, I'm doing some rock scrambles here. Just finished a massive uphill, and I have another one in just a minute, so I'm trying to finish up here before I hit it. But me and Danny go to the post office, get breakfast, and one of the waitresses is like, oh, my husband might be able to take you guys to Port Clinton. She can't get a hold of him. So we end up leaving there around 10:15 and start walking the road and trying to hitch. And within a few minutes, a guy pulls over, scoops us up, says he likes to section hike, and he was door dashing this morning. So he's like, yeah, I'll give you guys a ride to the trail. I look out for hikers when I'm in the area. So we're like, perfect. So we got back on trail around 10:30, and everyone's looking at putting in somewhere between 18 and 22 miles. Bob is going the furthest, the 22 miles. And then me and Danny Boy discussed, since we're getting such a late start with heavy packs, we may stay at the Eckville shelter, which is 15 miles, and we'll catch back up with the group within a day or two, because everyone is planning on being in, it's called like the Delaware Gap something, which is the end of Pennsylvania, end of this section in our Far Out app. And we all intend on being there in 4 days, including today. So hopefully we can keep at least a core group of us together. So that, I think, is all the updates for now. Sorry it was so long. Talk to you guys later. I knew I was gonna forget something. So John / Popo, he's still going by Popo, update as well. The Zero put him about 20 miles behind me. He still has weekends he's going to take off. So really, even if he does catch up, he's not going to be with me for very long. Bob hiked a little bit with him actually too. But pretty recently, his new pair of shoes that he got shredded as well. He was able to get a ride into REI and exchange them for free, which is good, but he is having terrible shoe luck. I'm still only on my second pair, hoping to get to mile 1500 or 1600 and then get my third pair all the way to Katahdin. So just those quick little updates. Talk to you guys later. So me and Danny Boy made it to the Eckville shelter. We actually passed Sour Patch and Burrito on our way here. So we're just I'm gonna eat my dinner here because there's no water. It's all dried up, including the next shelter's water, which is where we're gonna stay. It's about 7.5 more miles. We got here super quick. It was easy hiking. So it's gonna be around a 22-mile day. But again, it was super easy. We're just gonna have to do a big water carry, and I'm gonna just make my dinner so I don't need to use water later. So I'll talk to you guys later.
Hey, Danny Boy.
Alright, it's the morning of day 82. I got moving at like 6:30, way earlier than I normally do. When I got out of my tent at like 6:10, Danny Boy was already gone, and we made it to that shelter that Bob was going to, and she was getting packed up when I got up too, but I left before her. Me, Bob, and Danny Boy made plans to get to Palmerton tonight, and there's this Brazilian steakhouse that's all you can eat in Palmerton that we're gonna go to for dinner, but we're not gonna stay in town. We're gonna find somewhere to stealth camp, hopefully. That's to be determined, but everyone else in the group is stopping short of Palmerton by about a mile and a half or so. And then they'll go into town tomorrow and resupply. I don't need a resupply. I have way too much food. We're getting trail magic this morning as well. There's a road crossing in 9 miles, and they're serving food and drinks from 10 to 2. They had posted in the Far Out app in the comments. So that'll happen. I think Danny's just excited for the big day. And everybody's feet are hurting from the rocks. I was moving very slow late last night because of the rocks. But I got set up before dark and slept really well. But I'll catch up with you guys later. We're hitting a lot of dry sections too, so the water carries are heavier, and that takes a toll on you too, because your water weighs a lot. So when you carry a lot, you weigh a lot more. But I'll talk to you guys later.
In another world. Don't go closer, bitch. I ain't trying to mess with you.
You can probably keep going right.
Okay.
See, man, if you just don't pay any attention to anything, that's what happens.
No, it would.
Dude, he...
Oh, okay.
Go fast. That snake's running away.
So a little evening update. I don't think I updated since this morning, but we got trail magic early on, about 9 miles into the hike. There was a guy doing hot dogs, and he had some pop and beer, but I didn't have any beer. Danny had 2, and then he flew down the trail. But we all, me, Bob, and Danny Boy, planned to go into Palmerton and eat at the Brazilian steakhouse. Well, we got there way before it opened, and the impulse of wanting to eat there kind of died out anyway. So we decided to eat at a pub, and it was good. It was a lot cheaper anyway. And then we laid in the park. There was a big park there. Palmerton was way nicer than we thought it was going to be. We thought it was going to be another crappy little Pennsylvania town like Duncannon, but it was really nice. And we took a nap in the park, got some ice cream, filled up on water. I filled like 4 liters max capacity of water because there's no water for 20 miles. But we did some of that tonight. After we filled up the water, we did one of the last big climbs in Pennsylvania, and we're on the ridge line now. Then we hiked another like 3 point something. Then we have a 16 point something tomorrow. It's free to camp at this motel just outside. It's supposed to downpour all day tomorrow, so we're gonna try to get there quick and early and just get out of the rain and try to stay as dry as we can. And then we'll only have 15 miles to the end of the section, which goes into Delaware Water Gap, which is I believe the end of Pennsylvania. and the start of the new far out section. So we are very excited for the next couple days, and I will talk to you guys later.